Okay, Havoc Demon Hunter, 658. Nothing fancy. Guess Pacemaker might be fancy. 8 mass. Kind of similar to Ret Paladin. Just more of your healing is going to come from the actual damage you do, and just random souls to pick up. Maldraki, just because I forgot to switch. I still prefer the Bellsguard, but Maldraki is a little bit more healing. And honestly, Blade Toss is just another button you can press, which is pretty good considering Havoc is... Most of it is about, you know, you're not going to sigil, I-beam, Essence Spray, you know, every pack. You're just going to, like, I-beam a pack, you know, Essence Break a pack, sigil a pack. Just going to go over here because I didn't check out the potion yet. Red bad. Take that. So blue good. I'm going to ignore potions just because I tend to not care enough about them that I end up getting stunned when they fall off. But we'll pick up blues if we're low on health. Or sanity, rather. Auger spawn. We'll get our haste buff over here. Nice bolstered Hogger, which is usually no good, but we'll blur that, and, you know, melee specs typically have tools in the way of defense or health return or something. You know, I just said I was going to leave those alone. Go get our haste buff. I disagree. So we'll get a Hogger before we go in. And just, you know, like one button, Emma or a Blade Dance is usually enough. So you can have your next button for a pack. Like, no reason to, like, Flame Sigil into an I-beam, into an Essence Break. Like, honestly, just one button per pack. We have no hunt, but that's fine. Bosses are different. You can throw everything at bosses. Got 1 second before it starts jumping. Couple friends, that's also fine. Save our I-beam for the next pack. Save our I-beam for Hogger, rather. I wonder how many Hoggers you can spawn if you were like kill everything. Especially considering some boss mobs like Wizard boss in the Mage Quarter, the stuff he spawns give you extra count for Hogger. I know the maggots that come out of the apples don't, but that's like the only thing. I don't know why I'm looting chests either. Okay, I don't hate Aldraki. Having that glaive, like, all the time. That's pretty handy. Auger, like, at the end of this pack. The potion over there, I didn't see the color. Gonna AoE stun here on the way out. Didn't really have to hunt the Auger, but that's also fine. Gonna check this out. I mean, I guess I don't need to. Black. No, we're just gonna ignore potions. Waste of my time, waste of your time. We'll see if we need to get any. Don't think we will. And sometimes I straight up don't hit the plunger and I'm just sitting there like a doofus. Wait for the frontal before we jump or I-beam. There's the frontal, jump our bugs into an I-beam, essence break, and we smash, smash, smash. Two bombs, just drag them out of the bombs. Not going to jump until next frontal. Dodge the frontal. We'll get away from our dark illusions in just a sec. Kind of close. And we're done. We got some progress towards trading post. Right on. We'll just go ahead and proc some bugs. Not that we need hoggers, but, you know, it's good to go into the lost area bosses with, like, full sanity. I'm not in combat. You better get me out of combat, bro. And we go by here because we can dodge 2 stealthies if we don't go that way.
They're hunting down anyone who opposes Nazar.
I mean, we could proc them over here. Not much in the way of immuning with meta until you get to the trade district, but actually that's a lie. In this, what's this, Old Town, the second boss has that disease he puts on you, and since you can't dispel it because you're a demon hunter, you can meta leap it, and what that does is prevents him from casting that circle blight corruption, which does guaranteed shadow damage if it goes off. You're likely to kill the boss before then, but if you don't, then it's unavoidable. That just went off. We're going to hunt. We're going to wait on I-beam and essence break. Wait for that flourish to go off. We can sigil, I suppose. Wait for the Q up. Gotta back out before these go away, maybe? You definitely hit with the blade dance from out there. Go up the frontal. Wait for the split. Waiting for the split. Come on. Informant coming, kick that. Rather touch of the abyss from the informant. Ooh. Managed to avoid sanity drain from a burn bridge. And we paid the piper on that one. I just broke a rule, but that's okay. We sigiled and I-beamed. Definitely didn't need to do that. We'll pick up a blue potion if we see it. Wait for the split. All right. This essence break that pack because it gets pretty nasty. And then we'll kill the pack behind us so we have a little bit of time to get our cooldowns back. Saved our AoE stun. Auger, just gonna blur. Got a save button. Saving buttons. Didn't need our kick. That's fine. Any blue? Alright, so we'll wait for split. We'll pull boss over here so we don't... There's stealthies over here. As you can see, we don't want them. And first cast, we're going to meta leap this. No, we're not, because I'm slow. Slow old man. Don't worry, we'll just kill it before it can happen. This eruption shouldn't go off now that we're out of combat. Alright, thank God. But you can see, if you're slow, you're gonna get it anyway. My buddies. Come on. I don't know if they start walking out of... Okay, you know what? That's some BS. We're gonna pull these guys from the stairs. Definitely don't want those to go with the next pack because they'll stun you. Well, they won't stun you. They'll do the with that poison effect. We're gonna wait. Gonna AoE stun. We're just gonna sigil and right back into an I-beam so we just clear them. There's a pack where it's like you just get them off the board. You don't want to mess with it. Executioner, 2 informants, and we'll go over here and get a Hogger going. You might have to pull back after this. Yeah. Oop. I always forget there's like a Death Knight there. Or the equivalent of a Death Knight. We blur. Kind of a bolstered Hogger. Only 3 bolstered. Any blues? And no blues? Alright, that's fine.
The keys need to be used. Now it's just us and Shaw. Let's finish this.
Go to the side. Get some eyeballs over here. Oh, come on. Hello to Hui. Eyeballs behind us. Next one hasn't jumped yet. Going over here. Oh, that's a load of Hui if I've ever seen the Hui. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. $450 getting hit by this. I mean, I guess it's big enough to feel like you shouldn't get hit by it. That's a boo-boo. That's a big mistake. I want to be doing that. Remember, you don't have to be facing mobs exactly when you're fighting them. Melee? Right. Okay. Wait. Oh, he's still alive. That's such... Well, we said it before. It's Hui.
It's done.
I can't jump over, can I?
I'm leaving the city.
Gate's gonna close on me. God dang it.
Watch your back.
Alright, so we're 1 orb down. That was a bad deal. We can get some Hogger progress. You know what? I think this guy gives us sanity as well. So let's go ahead and bind him and bring his. Where's your shield bot? What? I guess what? It's like, I guess boosted health when he was close by. On you. And DR. So it's like 60 million health and 90% damage reduction. And then he channels like heal into it. So you gotta bind him, kill the robot a good distance away. Pretty sure he's a sanity giver. If not, we're gonna go get the roaches anyway. Or maggots, whatever they are. I know. Promise power. Yeah, alright. Maybe incorporate that if you make a mistake. Alright. Gotta make sure we don't burn our meta on these 2 packs, which it's pretty easy not to do that. Not a big deal. Jump. We'll just kind of wait out I-beam for the next 15 seconds. Fight the 4-pack here. I guess it's like a 6-pack. Hogger coming out. Jump. Gonna blur just for a little safety. Okay. So we all know the next boss, right? It's like, oh my god, we don't have enough interrupts. And we're not a paladin, but there's one class where not being a paladin isn't a big deal. Still might take a little bit of damage. So we're gonna hunt sigil I-beam, kick the first one. Right at the end of the windup though. Buy yourself a little bit of extra time, then we're gonna leap this one. If you're in the air when the cast finishes, it essentially works as an interrupt. And we take 1 tick. That's fine. Sometimes I forget to burn him hard after that convert because it's going to wind up another agonizing cast. If you have any trouble burning him, that's a lust candidate if there ever is one. AoE stun this. I love how the brutal smash area effect gets bigger as they get bolstered. That is wild. We'll leave the blue potion. I think that's sanity. Essence break. Yeah. We'll keep I-beam because we'll just I-beam the boss on the pole, and then Essence Break will be backed up after that first yank sesh. Hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize for yank sesh. Alright, we got nothing, so we'll just I-beam and glaive. Run away a little bit. Guy there. Oh, okay, we wait. Honestly, the bosses all need to kind of be like that. This like unavoidable sanity damage unless you have like an AMS or you repeatedly line of sight and end up doing no damage. Kind of nonsense. Did I get those? It's not good design, makes people feel bad. And it's, I mean, you can reward people for not doing uber damage in other ways, but I think punishing them, all right, you can punish people for not doing super damage in other ways, but I think, you know, I think instead of doing that, you should just reward them for doing the big damage. And honestly, doing big damage is its own reward. But being like, oh yeah, do your damage sucks, so you, I mean, I suck too. So you have to eat, you know, 4 ticks of 75 sanity damage. I mean, you know, we have a cheat death. We have 3 orbs. Not the biggest deal in the world. Was there a blue? Yeah, there's a blue potion, right? Not that I need to grab it, but we could. Blue good? Hopefully not bad. All right, thank God. And then no reason to 10x buff the Shadowcaster. Shadow Caller. Get we stun. Especially when we have a harder coming. That would have been especially. I'm a little bad at keeping track of that sometimes. We jump. It's privilege, I guess. It's not privilege. I get killed on my ults by Hogger. I mean, I think. Ooh, bank's open. All right, hold up. Not neglected today, bud. Might as well drink this on the way out. All right, this is where it gets a little out of hand. So one, we're going to take care of the first tumors, hold the next group, and then literally run away. Actually, the Void Speaker's right here. But if they don't come towards you, kick. Not a bad idea just to like run out. Just so that they have to line themselves to get to you. You buy yourself a little room on those corruptions, which I'm pretty sure do big melee damage. Anything that buffs itself to make it slower likely does big melee damage. Alright, so now we have 100 other mobs. I heard the number 50. Like there was 50 of these mobs just chilling. And that's certainly better than them just continuing to spawn based on how long it takes you to get here, so I'm okay with that. We taunt him. Honestly, you just gotta do your homework over here. I'm gonna spawn another Hogger in this. Come here. Couple more coming. I wonder if I'm perma combat with that thing. Certainly seems like there's fewer coming. Hogger, just gonna blur this because he's a big boy now. I mean, even if they're infinite, you're just gonna sit here and build up your sanity. Which they're not. Okay, we're going. I don't see. I see one coming, but that's fine. Down on the way in. We're just gonna sigil just to get a good start up this hill. A lot of times the mobs will pat down to this opening and then go back the other way. But if you're like right here, they're gonna be like, "Hey, there's a dude there. Let's take care of it." Good opportunity for a meta here, but hopefully we don't have to use it. We'll just AoE stun, get away from the void tendrils, void appendages, docks. I was right, appendage. I got hoggered. Or burn bridged while I got hoggered. Okay, I might like Aldraki a little bit. Where's our buddy? He's way over there. Okay. You definitely don't want to pull him, though, when you're fighting these guys. So you just give him a little bit of room. Keep that guy trapped so we don't have to worry about his fear quite yet. And Burn Bridge is absolutely the worst. I hate it so much. We got everything. We're just going to go stay out of the traffic area. We just got to circle strafe around this guy. Don't get caught on the pole. Okay, yeah, we meted. We panic meted. That's fine. We're fine. It's like kind of like don't I-beam that boss or you're in trouble, but whatever. Making mistakes and overcoming them is it's certainly an option for Havoc Demon Hunter, Rat Paladin, anything I play, I guess. But nothing anybody in the comments plays, apparently. So, if that's the case, let me know what you want to see. I know someone entertained the idea of BM Hunter. I'll do you one better and we'll do Marksman soon. But yeah, that definitely seems like there'll be some issues. I have a feeling Turtle's not going to work out too well on some of those immunes. We're going to wait for the split. You kick the second Shadow Bolt late as possible. We start moving. Again, comes to the edge, hopefully. Move away from their death. Gonna get a little bit more room for the split. Man of fire. Easy peasy. Sanity capped. Sanity capped would be like a good, two's name, or like, what was that, Arena or RBG name, right? Okay. We got one more portal. Waiting. You good boy. Ah. We gotta move. That 5 mil Twilight Dev. That's good stuff. You blue? No, you're green. Man, blue and green look so close to each other. Don't. Ah. All right. So people might want to use meta to like. Fight's always dicey, but don't use it to go from one end to the other. That's like a bad deal. We are just gonna hit both dots. We're gonna hunt Sigil, I-beam. That one, unlike Entropic, you gotta kick ASAP. We're gonna meta the poly. Honestly, over here, not a bad idea to like get behind him or to the side and then like I-beam and just chill. You can Sigil yourself and still probably hit him. But you definitely don't want to like pop him out too early. Certainly not not before you have your interrupt. Might get a cast off. Teleports, that's fine. We're gonna a little burn bridge damage here. That's fine. Just gotta stay to the side. Still have an orb in our cheat. We might not get over there in time. Gotta kick insta. Nope, we gotta wait. We're gonna get a entropic, but it's fine. Didn't even cheat. So close. But yeah, I mean, so we've taken what 450. We took a tick from the other guy, so it's 525. That was a full rack of entropic damage, which is what is that? 300. We've taken like 800 sanity damage. Not all of it avoidable per se, but most of it. All right, Hogger. You kind of bring your horrific. I guess this thing lasts. Your haste and movement speed lasts a minute, so it's you don't really have to hold on to a guy, but you definitely want to go into this boss with like max buffs, which we'll do. But we'll also, I think we're gonna orb up, and eyeball doesn't start going until it jumps, so we got a little bit of time. I'm gonna hunt from over here. Gonna throw bombs like on the stairs. Gonna darken sky first. You can always pillar. These are called pillars. You can always pillar the eyeball, which you should definitely be doing. I mean, along with this mechanic. All right, I took a little bit of eyeball. Oof. I hear a dog. Man, I had to run out for that tainted polymorph cast and not take burn bridge damage. Better than running through the bombs. We are LOS'd, hopefully. It jumps. Pick that. I beam. That's fine. You just want to keep the bombs out of the middle. I'm not even looking at you, sir. Eyeball will jump. That's fine. Wait here for the darkened sky to bait it. Just always using that pillar. Toss our glaive. Always gotta be careful when you pop out to do a little dam. Wait for the darkened sky, then we hunt out of it. Kick this super late. What? Oh yeah, eyeball jumped. No! Whew. Worth it, worth it. Super worth it. Keep the bombs out of the mid. Eyeballs are like actually the worst. I got polyed. No! I got baited. Well, that didn't take too much incidental damage there, though. I'm pretty happy there. Gonna go over here. Jump. Waiting for it to jump. with the Darkened Sky. Okay. And then just let our MO kill it. It's not as clean as Ret, but man, that's as clean as I'll take. I didn't catch my sanity at the end. It was still pretty good. Mad world. Oh, completed the weekly too. That's nice. And got a cloak that I don't want. So that's how it goes. There's a spec. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would change here. Might be a little weird, but honestly, the MO aura double charges. You're doing so much time out of like direct melee range, especially for the last 2 bosses, and just something to press when you are moving around and generating fury outside of combat. I like it. And I did have the proper additional glaive talents, which are Soul Scar and Accelerated Blade. You don't really need like Champion of the Glaive or anything, but it helps. In this Chaos Fragments, enemies stunned by Chaos Nova have a 30% chance to generate Lesser Soul Fragments. It basically means on a pack of mobs, if you stun them, you'll get 2, maybe 3. So, yeah, that's Havoc Demon Hunter. Let me know what you want to see next. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys. Sub to the channel. Like the video if you liked it. Really helps out. Let me know how you're doing, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Peace.